Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. Got some interesting feedback from Gadget Big. And his feedback's coming in on a video I did on the D5500 versus the D7000. People were asking about that. And he says, I've had both cameras. The D5500 has better specs, but I have to say the Nikon D7000 has better image quality. Pictures look more in focus and dynamic contrast looks better. This is interesting because I'm not going to fault the 7000. I shot with a pair of them for weddings for 1 or 2 seasons. Very nice cameras. Never had any complaints with them. Really like them. However, the 5500 should be in every way, shape, and form better. It has a equivalent or better autofocus system, and it has a newer, more advanced sensor with more megapixels. In fact, it shares the same sensor as the D7000, which is king of the hill for APS-C DX sensors. You can't beat it. So I find it interesting that you're saying better image quality, pictures look more in focus, and dynamic contrast looks better on a D7000. It makes me wonder, what the variables are there. Are you using the same glass to compare? Like, for instance, a nice solid fast prime, like a 50mm f1.8G that's going to show you a great image, so it's going to show you what the camera can do on both of them. Because I find it really hard to believe that you're getting better images out of a 7000 than you are out of a 5500. I find that very hard to believe. The other thing is the resolution alone. Maybe that's somehow factoring in. Maybe, as we're getting higher and higher resolution, people aren't practicing as good shot discipline as they need to. Kind of like why some people didn't realize, like D810 users when it came out, or D800 users when it came out, didn't realize that you really, those extra megapixels are magnifying any faults or holes in your shot discipline. In other words, if you're not holding it steady enough, if your tripod situation isn't right, if you're not practicing good shooting, like, rocking your finger forward on the shutter button, if you're at a lower shutter speed, if you don't have the shutter speed up high enough for your focal length, all these things. And I wonder if maybe that's what you're seeing. Maybe the greater megapixels is magnifying maybe some imperfections in your shooting method that weren't a problem with previously on a lower megapixel body like the 7000, and they are now on this. I'm just not sure. Or, like I said, could be the lenses. Anyways, what do you guys think? Why do you think he might be seeing this? Leave your comments below. Let's discuss it. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your comment, Gadget Big. And stay tuned. We'll be back soon here at artoftheimage.com.